Hello children. In today's topic, we'll discuss about ionization enthalpy. Before this topic, we have discussed atomic radii, in which we have discussed about the trend across the period and down the group. Now, the second property of the periodic table we'll study, and also we'll study the trend in group and in period. So first, let me know what is the meaning of ionization enthalpy. So before definition, we see these figures. You can see the second figure, tug of war, nucleus versus electron. So they are just, there's a game is going on, tug of war. The orange part is the nucleus and the green part is the electron. This orange part is pulling the electron towards itself. And electron wants to become free, but won't able, because it is tightly bounded by the nucleus. So how electron can move out? Electron only can move out by some energy. So some energy is required so that he can move out. Similarly, you can see this second one. This old lady is a nucleus and this He-Man is the electron. In this case, you can see the nucleus is pulling the electron. But in this case, the nucleus is not very strong. So electron can be released out by gaining some energy. Here also energy required, but there's a small amount of energy required because this electron can be easily moved out by the nucleus. Because nucleus is not very strong, the nuclear charge is not too much. So the electrons are not very tightly bonded. It is loosely bonded, so it can be released out. But in both cases, what is one common point I said? Loss of electron by gaining some energies. So in both cases, I have discussed energy. For removing the electron, energy is required. So how you can discuss? So what is the definition of the ionization enthalpy? The amount of energy required means endothermic. Means delta HI is positive. Required is always, enthalpy is always positive. The amount of energy required to remove an electron from gaseous isolated atom. Each word is important. Amount of energy required to remove an electron from gaseous isolated atom to form gaseous cation is called ionization enthalpy. So better we can see one example. So just I told ionization enthalpy is always positive. Amount of energy required, positive. What is the unit of energy? Kilojoules per mole. So what I told, according to definition, we can see one example. All of you know, sodium exists in which form? Sodium is what? Metal. And metal exists in which form? Solid. So all of you know that sodium is in solid state. So is it possible to remove electron from the solid state? No. Why? Because in solid, electrons are tightly bonded by the nucleus. And hence, an electron cannot be removed out howsoever you will provide the energy. So what we have to do first? Any solid state or any liquid state first to be converted into gaseous atom. Means if solid, so we have to sublime it. Means there's an amount of energy required that is called sublimation energy. So solid first convert into gas, and now this is gaseous isolated atom. So what is the meaning of the gaseous isolated atom is very, very important. So sodium gaseous, this is called isolated gaseous atom. Because we know in solid white is not possible because each atom tightly bonded by metallic bond. So electrons are also tightly bonded. So first it should be converted into gaseous state and isolated. Now this is isolated atom. These are bonded. So this is called gaseous and single atom, isolated atom, individual atom. And then only this electron can be released out by providing some energy. So this is the reason we always say ionization enthalpy means the amount of energy required to release an electron from gaseous isolated atom to form gaseous cation. So when it is converted to gas, the electrons are not very tightly bonded and it can be released out by providing some energy. So this is ionization enthalpy. Is it clear? So what is ionization enthalpy? The amount of energy required to remove an electron from gaseous isolated atom to form gaseous cation. So in sodium, okay, now the question arises, why electron is released out? Why electrons want to release out from any atom to attain the stability? What is the configuration of sodium? As according to class 9-10, the configuration is 281. Or in terms of neon configuration, it is neon 3s1. So why electron will remove out? To attain the stability. So how many electron can release out? One electron. So that it can attain the stability. Or we can say to attain the noble gas configuration. Okay. Now you tell me, after getting the noble gas configuration, if we want to release electron, is electron will remove out easily? No. Why electron will come out? If it is already stable, so in case of stability, because the electron we are releasing to attain the stability, now it is highly stable because it is noble gas configuration. So electron will not easily remove out. But if suppose we want to release the electron, what will happen? This is suppose ionization enthalpy 1. For second removal of electron is called ionization enthalpy 2. So this ionization enthalpy will be what? Very high. Very, very high. If suppose this value is plus 470 kilojoules per mole, so this value will be approximately 7,000 kilojoules per mole. So see the difference between first energy and second energy. So this is the reason we always say the second ionization enthalpy of sodium is much, much larger than the first ionization enthalpy of sodium. Why second is higher? Because the second electron removed from what? Noble gas configuration. So very high amount of energy is required. So in case of sodium, there is only one electron is required. So there is only one ionization enthalpy, first ionization enthalpy only. Okay, if we want to remove, that is a second ionization enthalpy. What about another? We can take another example. Magnesium. What is the configuration of magnesium? 282 or neon 3s2. So how many electrons required? How many electrons removed out to attain the noble gas configuration? 2 electrons. But what do you think? कि दोनों electrons एक साथ निकल जाएंगे? Not at all. Electrons remove 1 each. Okay. So पहले first electron will remove out. That means that is ionization enthalpy 1. and that value is positive. So when one electron removed from gaseous isolated atom, that is called ionization enthalpy 1. And to form magnesium gaseous cation. Now, what is the configuration of this? Neon 3s1. Still, it is not stable. Means it is still there is a chance to release one more electron. It has tendency to release one more electron so that attain the noble gas configuration. So what we'll do? The second ionization enthalpy is required. So what is the ionization enthalpy 1? The amount of energy required the first electron. What is the meaning of ionization energy 2? The amount of energy required the second electron. First ionization enthalpy always from the neutral. But the second ionization enthalpy is from not neutral, from gaseous cation. And hence it formed Mg2 plus gas. Now it is what? Neon. Okay, you tell me which ionization enthalpy value is higher, first or second? Second. So always as electrons start removal, the ionization energy more and more increases. Or simply we can say the second ionization enthalpy of magnesium is larger than first ionization enthalpy of magnesium. Because the second electron release from, this is the first electron release and there's a second electron release. First electron release from isolated atom, neutral atom. But the second electron release from cation. And you know that because of removal of one electron, it converts into cation. Means the proton number is more and electron number is less. Positive ज़्यादा हो गया, electron कम हो गया. So what increases? Effective nuclear charge. So always it happens, the second ionization enthalpy of magnesium larger than first because of high effective nuclear charge. क्योंकि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन तो निकल जाएगा, पर दूसरे इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने के लिए हमें और ज्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए, क्योंकि अब इलेक्ट्रॉन कटायन के साथ अब इलेक्ट्रॉन तुम्हारे 10 हो गए हैं, सॉरी 11, प्रोटॉन अभी भी 12 है इसके पास. यानी व्हाट इज मोर? न्यूक्लियर चार्ज इंक्रीजेस, और वी कैन से इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज इंक्रीजेस. So this is the reason the second ionization enthalpy is greater than first, because increase of effective nuclear charge. So in this case, what we'll say, what is the ionization enthalpy of magnesium? It is the sum of ionization enthalpy 1 plus ionization enthalpy 2. The total energy is the sum of both. Now you tell me, what about this third ionization enthalpy? That will be very, very high again, because it is which configuration? Noble gas configuration. So energy will be very high. So I hope it is clear. Okay. So now which ionization enthalpy is higher? Which first ionization enthalpy is higher? Sodium or magnesium? Yes, magnesium. So magnesium first ionization enthalpy is higher than sodium because it is 3s2. S2 means fully filled. And it is 3s1, half filled. Although both are stable configuration, but you all know the full filled configuration is more stable. It is more stable than half filled. So this is the reason the magnesium ionization enthalpy is higher than sodium first, but second will be vice versa. Because in second case, sodium becomes stable configuration. So better we can understand by, okay, this is one quiz time. Guess who am I? Say, mine, all mine, no touchy. See, this is nucleus, and nucleus is surrounded by how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what he's saying, sure, whatever take, you can take. Having 2 electrons. So who am I? I am noble gas. I cannot give any electron. All electrons are mine and mine. And if all electrons are mine and mine, I don't want to give the electrons. But if anybody wants to take the electron, what will happen? They have to struggle. Very high energy is required to take 1 electron from this noble gas. But what about this 2 electrons? Okay, let's come and take the electron, because the 2 electrons are not very tightly bonded as respect to the 8 electrons, because it is already stable, but it is not stable. Okay, come and take my electron, come and take my electron, so that it becomes stable. So if electron easily release out, there is a very less amount of energy is required. This is the reason the noble gas having very high initial enthalpy, or as the number of electrons increases in valence shell, the initial enthalpy increases. So what we can conclude, which ionization enthalpy will be lowest? Yes, first group, because first group having how many electron? 1, only 1 electron. Okay, lose. It can be easily released out to attain the stable configuration. In second group, there's a 2 electrons. Okay, first electron release out, but the second electron will be difficult to release out. So this energy will be higher. Same, the energy will be increases. If valence 1 electron, that is has very low energy, that is has very low ionization enthalpy. लेकिन जैसे से इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड होता जाएगा, ionization enthalpy value also increases. And all of us know, across the period, the number of electrons increases in valence shell. So what will increases? If electron increases in the same shell, तो उसमें energy भी ज़्यादा देनी पड़ेगी. Means what we can say, the ionization enthalpy will be also increases. So what we can conclude, what are the factors on which ionization enthalpy depends? First, atomic size. So what is the relation between atomic size and ionization enthalpy? Inverse. If atomic size is more, ionization enthalpy will be less, and vice versa. So simply we can say inversely proportional. Effective nuclear charge, that is net attraction. जितना ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस की तरफ अट्रैक्ट होगा, tightly bonded होगा, the very high amount of energy required to release the electron. So what we can say, effective nuclear charge increases, ionization enthalpy increases. So direct relationship. Shielding effect means repulsion. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के बीच में रिपल्शन है तो it will be easily lose out. Inverse. Penetration effect, directly proportional, because penetration effect means the nucleus, the electrons are closer to the nucleus. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस के पास है तो टाइटली बॉन्डेड हो गया, so high energy is required. Stable configuration, that is half filled and full filled. We already read in chapter 2, structure of atom. Half filled and full filled are stable configuration. If the configuration is stable, why it will lose the electron? Any losing electron or gaining electron just because of to attain the stable configuration. तो कोई भी configuration अगर half filled है यानी stable है, और full filled है that is stable है, so electron will not easily release out. So again high energy is required. So what we can say, stable configuration directly proportional to ionization enthalpy. So what is the trend of ionization enthalpy in period and in group? क्या होगा, इन्हीं से रिलेट करो. डाउन द ग्रुप क्या हो रहा है? एटॉमिक साइज इंक्रीजेस, एंड एटॉमिक साइज इंक्रीजेस, आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी डिक्रीजेस, है ना? साइज बढ़ता जा रहा है ना, इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस के क्लोज है, थोड़ा दूर हो गया, डिस्टेंस पे हो गया. तो एज वी मूव डाउन द ग्रुप, एटॉमिक साइज इंक्रीजेस, number of shells increases, so atomic size increases, and hence electrons easily release out. So down the group, ionization enthalpy decreases, and the reason is increase of atomic size. क्योंकि atomic size बढ़ेगा तो इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस से टाइटली बॉन्डेड नहीं होगा, बहुत ही कम एनर्जी दोगे, रिलीज आउट हो जाएगा. What about in period? Across the period, ionization enthalpy increases. So down the group decreases because of increase of size, and across the period, ionization enthalpy increases because of decrease of size. And वो size किसकी वजह से decrease करता है? Increase of effective nuclear charge. तो यहाँ दो term use कर सकते हो. Across the period, ionization enthalpy continuously increases because of increase of effective nuclear charge and decrease of atomic size. तो यहाँ पे atomic size and effective nuclear charge का बहुत बड़ा रोल है for ionization enthalpy. ग्रुप में साइज इंक्रीज हो रहा है, ionization enthalpy डिक्रीज कर रहा है. पीरियड में साइज डिक्रीज कर रहा है एंड इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज इंक्रीज कर रहा है, इसलिए ionization enthalpy also increases. तो ये दो चीजें हमने ग्रुप में और पीरियड में डिस्कस कर लिया. Other factors also we see how ionization enthalpy changes by these factors. And period and group also will see graphically what is the trend of this, how it is increases and how it is decreases. For that, we can discuss in the form of graph also. So I will plot the graph separately in the next page. Okay, better we can discuss of first group, down the group. You take one, any group. Chalo, we can take 13 group. You take first group. Chalo, first group le lo. This is ionization enthalpy versus atomic number. Okay. Down the group we are moving, and already I have discussed down the group ionization enthalpy decreases. तो फर्स्ट ग्रुप की बात करते हैं. सबसे हाईएस्ट किसका होगा? लिथियम, देन सोडियम, पोटेशियम, रुबीडियम, सीजियम. ठीक है. सो डाउन द ग्रुप आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी डिक्रीजेस बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीज ऑफ एटॉमिक साइज. ये हमने फर्स्ट ग्रुप का लिया. व्हाट अबाउट सेकेंड ग्रुप? उसका ग्राफ कहाँ आएगा? हायर. करेक्ट. बेरिलियम, क्योंकि क्रॉस द पीरियड की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं. बेरिलियम, सॉरी नॉट बोरॉन, मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम, स्ट्रोंशियम, बेरियम. This yellow part is the second group. If we move to the 13th group, that I can draw separately, ionization enthalpy 1. We are discussing about ionization enthalpy 1 versus atomic number. And I am discussing group 13, that is boron family. Okay. Down the group decreases. Okay. Highest will be boron, then aluminium, then gallium. But gallium's ionization enthalpy is greater than aluminium. Indium, then thallium. Indium, and then thallium. The question arises, why gallium ionization enthalpy is greater than aluminium? why the first ionization enthalpy of gallium is greater than the first ionization enthalpy of aluminium. Is there any reason? Of course, yes. क्या है? The simple is configuration. In atomic size already I have discussed कि गैलियम में जब तुम एल्यूमिनियम का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखते हो तो व्हाट इज द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम? नियन 3s2 3p1. What is the configuration of gallium? Argon 4s2 4p1. But there is an intervening of d orbital. And all of us know the d orbital has poor shielding effect. So what we can say? The ionization enthalpy of gallium is greater than aluminium because there is intervening of d orbitals. Intervening of d orbitals, and d orbitals have poor shielding effect, means poor repulsion, due to which what increases? Effective nuclear charge increases. And if effective nuclear charge increases, the force of attraction increases, so electron removal is difficult. Means more energy is required to release the electron. So remember, there is a d orbital, and which has a poor shielding effect. And all of us know the effective nuclear charge is the nuclear charge minus shielding effect. If the shielding effect is weak, the nuclear charge will be more. Means effective nuclear charge also more. Same for thallium also. Thallium ionization enthalpy is also approximately equal to indium because there is an intervening of d and f orbitals. D के साथ f भी आ गया. F has more poor shielding effect. So effective nuclear charge increases. This is clear? So this is the anomalous property of these elements. जहां भी d orbital, f orbital आ जाता है, some reasoning question arises. When we go across the period, okay, better we can take one period. Ionization enthalpy 1 versus atomic number. We take second period. Across the period we are moving now. Second period, the first element is what? Lithium. So what we have discussed, across the period, ionization enthalpy increases. Across the period, ionization enthalpy increases. Let's see. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. सबसे कम किसका होगा? Lithium. Then beryllium, because across the period ऊपर की तरफ ग्राफ जाएगा, increases. Then boron, but boron has less. Then carbon, then nitrogen. Then what do you think? Oxygen, but it has lower. Then what? Fluorine, and neon is very, very high. So again, question arises, why boron ionization enthalpy is lesser than beryllium? Same, why oxygen ionization enthalpy is lesser than nitrogen? Oxygen belong to group 16, and this is group 15. Same here. This is a graph for the second period. If I plot the graph, third period, where we can plot above or below? Of course, below, because that is down the group. Suppose sodium, magnesium, again aluminium has lower. Then what is the next? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus. Again sulfur has less. Then chlorine and then argon. So everywhere you can see always the 13 group element ionization enthalpy is lesser than second group. Same, the 16 group element ionization enthalpy is less than group 15. Now question arises, why? Of course, first we'll discuss this question. Question is this, why beryllium first ionization enthalpy is greater than boron first ionization enthalpy? Or same type of question, why magnesium first ionization enthalpy is greater than aluminium first ionization enthalpy? So for this, whatever the reasoning question is coming, for any trend, we have to go for the configuration. What is the configuration of beryllium? Helium. Yes, 2s1. Sorry, 2s2. And what is the configuration of this? Helium, 2s2, 2p1. Now see the configuration. This first electron in beryllium, the first electron, same magnesium also, noble gas, and this is outermost is what? 3s2. This outermost is what? 3s2, 3p1. So in both cases, the first electron removed from s2, s orbital. And that is fully filled also. So why beryllium magnesium ionization enthalpy is greater than boron aluminium? Because the two reasons we can write. First, the electron removed from the stable fulfilled configuration. What I said? First reason is the first electron released from stable fulfilled configuration. And already I told the fulfilled configuration is stable, so more energy is required. So in both cases, you see, this is fully filled, S2 is fulfilled. But what about in boron? Electron is releasing from what? S2 or P1? P1. And this P1 is what? Half filled or full filled? Nothing. So electron can be easily released out. So it is less value. It has a less value. And also, this is the one reason कि stable है, ये not stable है. So it has a high ionization energy, it has a low ionization energy. Second reason also you can write कि the first electron removed from s orbital and there is a p orbital. And already I have discussed the penetration effect. If you want to revise what is penetration effect, I can discuss over here once again. Penetration effect. Which one is the maximum penetration effect? What is the order of penetration effect? न्यूक्लियस के सबसे क्लोज कौन सा ऑर्बिटल है? न्यूक्लियस को किसने ज्यादा क्लोजली कौन है? विच वन इज वेरी क्लोज टू द न्यूक्लियस? सबसे पहले क्या आता है? एस, देन पी, देन डी, देन एफ. एस के इलेक्ट्रॉन को निकालने के लिए किसको पेनिट्रेट करना पड़ेगा? एफ को, डी को, पी को, तब जाके एस का निकलेगा. तो S is closer to the nucleus, so इसके इलेक्ट्रॉन को निकालने के लिए high energy is required. So S is closer to the nucleus and is spending more time towards the nucleus, so it is highly attracted by the nucleus. So it has a high penetration effect. And if high penetration effect, more energy is required. So S का penetration effect सबसे ज्यादा है, rather than P, rather than D, rather than F. So second point, what we can write, कि beryllium first ionization enthalpy is higher than boron because it is a fully filled, and also the first electron removed from S, while in this case removed from P, So S penetration effect is more than P. So we can write S has more penetration effect than P orbital. And if penetration effect is more, ionization enthalpy is more. Is it clear? Okay. So this same graph, I just drawn it. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. This is second period. This is third period. Okay. So what I told, okay, one more question is left. Now we have discussed for beryllium, boron, magnesium, aluminum. What about nitrogen, oxygen or phosphorus, sulfur? What you seeing? कि जो oxygen का है वो कम हो गया. Or we can say the group 15 ionization enthalpy is greater than group 16. So why the first ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is more than oxygen, or phosphorus first ionization enthalpy is more than sulfur? Again, configuration. What is the configuration of nitrogen? 2s2, 2p3. This is 2p3. P3, this half filled. What is the configuration of oxygen? 2s2, 2p4. This 2p4 is what? Half filled or full filled? Nothing. And already we know the half filled is a stable configuration. So जहां भी stable configuration होगा वहां एनर्जी ज्यादा देनी पड़ेगी. तो why nitrogen first ionization enthalpy is more than oxygen? Because nitrogen has full half-filled configuration, or we can say nitrogen has stable half-filled configuration, so more energy is required. Same for phosphorus and sulfur. Okay. The first ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is more than oxygen because of stable configuration. तो फर्स्ट आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी की बात कर रहे हैं. सेकेंड अगर आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी की बात करेंगे, यानी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज होने के बाद नाइट्रोजन का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या हो जाएगा? नाइट्रोजन का है 2p3, 2s2, 2p3. If suppose one electron is released out from nitrogen, now it become what? 2p2. This is first ionization enthalpy. ऑक्सीजन की बात करते हैं 2p4. First electron easily release out rather than nitrogen, and it become 2p3. अब ये हाफ फिल्ड हो गया. तो नाइट्रोजन फर्स्ट आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी इज ग्रेटर देन ऑक्सीजन फर्स्ट आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी. बट अगर सेकेंड की बात करते हैं तो वाइस वर्सा. द सेकेंड आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इज मोर देन नाइट्रोजन, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये हाफ फिल्ड है, p3 है, एंड इन दिस केस नाउ ऑक्सीजन बिकम हाफ फिल्ड, ये p3 हो गया. तो ये तुम्हारे रीजनिंग क्वेश्चन में कुछ नहीं करना, सिर्फ तुम्हें लॉजिकल थिंकिंग करना है, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग करना है, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन थोड़ा रिकॉल करना है, और तुम्हारा बेस्ट पार्ट है कि कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देख लो, अपने आप आंसर मिल जाएगा. I hope it is clear. So what factors we have discussed? Atomic size increases, ionization enthalpy decreases. Effective nuclear charge increases, ionization enthalpy also increases. Penetration effect more, ionization enthalpy more. Stable configuration, ionization enthalpy more. So this is the trend, and across the period increases and down the group decreases. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Correct. So in next class, we'll discuss electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so now I'm just ended the meeting. In the next class, we'll discuss the next topic. Thank you.